Hello, people, mortals, and greetings. Today we bring you yet another what if. Now, this one has been planned for a little bit, and today we are doing it. What if Deku became King from Tekken 7? Fallout 4 edition. This should be very, very fun. For me at least. Enjoy the show. AKA just listen to me pretty much mouth off. As I said, today we are doing one shot of What If Deku Was King from Tekken 7. Now, thanks to a certain friend, I managed to look up a little bit more about Tekken 7, which took me a very, very long time to find due to it literally being a little bit older than some of the other what if things I have done. And if you've been on my channel for very long, then you know what I'm talking about. On my channel, you know how much I rarely do this type of what if, especially when it comes to this type of stuff. So, in this particular what if, we are going to do a little bit of a backstory on this one, which is very rare for my personality, is the way of saying it. Normally, I wouldn't really get in deep with the characters and their ways, but in this one, I make an exception, mostly due to the what if being this character being extremely old. I actually had to look up a lot of things, especially his ways of fighting, is the best way of saying it. I also had to get a new cup of coffee, because this one's going to be a long one. Now, in this one, Izuku Midoriya has been raising in an orphanage, just like the previous kings. Now, the king has been passed down to pretty much the orphan to orphan to orphan. And the old king did train Izuku in the ways of fighting for a long, long time. And he's been given he's been raised in the orphanage. And he's been getting the support of very powerful people because of how he does his ways. And it's very well known. Now in this one, he had two kids being adopted, Mineta and Bakugo. Mineta was there because he was quirkless, and Bakugo was there because his mom thinks he has a villainous quirk. And she just left him right at the doorstep. Didn't even say anything. And King saw it pretty quickly, aka Izuku. Now Izuku in this one is like is the youngest one to raise the orphanage, but his height and his build says that he's an adult. He's actually in his teens. He's only like 15 and he's been raising the orphanage. So pretty much when more orphanages came every day, he decided to get a little wary. He finds out that the world is beginning more powerful people, especially after the Tekken incident. Now, Izuku had to deal with some Tekken forces to make sure they didn't take the kids. But that all changed when pretty much we come to the now, where Bakugo and Mineta were adopted by Bagamen, aka the antagonist, quote unquote. Bullshit. Sorry, I meant to say bullshit. Of the game. When I mean antagonist, I mean the reason that Kirat is in control. Now in this one, Bagamen is not a bad guy. At all. He's not a bad guy, but nor is he a good guy. He's neutral, should the word be. Especially with his ways. But luckily, Izuku Midoriya has seen him work, and he approves of the adoption. Now, Izuku Midoriya has pretty much been raised in the orphanage until everyone was adopted by pretty much people. Mostly people that care about the quirk and the quirkless. And he made sure of it. He would examine their houses, he would see how they would live. And he examined Bagamen. He realized that he lives pretty well and he would would appreciate it. Even though he doesn't have a great reputation, he knows a good man when he sees it. You don't need to be a psychic to know that. Now, due to the orphanage is actually closing down, Izuku had to take his leave. He does do wrestling, by the way. He does wrestle. Oh. But this is when Izuku Midoriya gets a call from Bagamen, aka Bakugo, his friend. And he tells him about the mean people. Mind you, Bakugo and Mineta are like 10 years old when this happened. And he explains about the bad people hurting their dad and trying to kill them. Ever since that day, they went so far to calling him, and he told them everything what the Golden Path had been doing. Mostly the opposite of what they should do. Fuck. And he also been telling about the people sending them and the things he's been doing. Meaning also the children working labor thing, along with the literal incident. So Izuku didn't even hesitate and just started going towards the city. When he got to Kyrat, he already had seen Golden Path executing children, which pissed him the hell off. And he saw someone leading them. Mind you, Izuku's family also neglected him because he didn't have any powers. And he saw someone he was not expecting. His own mother and the members of the Golden Path. But Izuku didn't say anything because he wanted nothing to do with his family. So when he got to Kyrat safely, thanks to the Royal Army's little thing, he got there and he is now entering the castle. Now Izuku does talk in this one. And this one he just hears. And this one, when we get to Bakugo and Mineta, who hears Mineta, Izuku, Mineta, Bakugo, where are you? And this one pretty much Bakuman says, King, my boy. Wait, what are you doing here? I heard you had Golden Path problems. Ever since this happened, the orphanage was shut down. The orphanage is shut down? Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Come on in. And we would love to have you in. And that's when he enters the room, and he just eats some food with them. And they pretty much, Bakugo and Mineta just explains what they've been doing for the past few years. Because, by the way, Izuku's now like in his 20s, and the kids are like 10. And that is incredible. So, I heard what happening. What the Golden Path have been doing? Yes, the children thing. I knew that was going to get your attention. And I knew from the start something was off. Ever since I took control, they've been going great measure. Control. I won these equal rights. I had to ban some traditions, but for good reason. For the safety of Kyrat. For example, you need licenses to hunt animals. For example, rhinos, wolverines, tigers, all that. And I also only allowed the animal people to fight in fair combat, not to the death in the arena. So that means all the animals were going to be treated their wounds along with people. So the Golden Path think opposite. Yes, they thought of the opposite. I see. And that's where I come in, correct? Yep. They've been attacking everyone. They nearly killed my children. Izuku's eyes started twitching under his mask. And this one Izuku just sees a red dot on Bakugo's head. Get down! And next thing you know, a sniper nearly shot it, but luckily Izuku saw it, and this one the Golden Path started attacking again. And this time it's all a full-on shootout. Izuku, my boy, do you know how to use a gun? Yeah, I know how to use a gun, regrettably. Well, in this one, you're not really gonna get mad killing a bunch of pedophiles, are you? Who said these things are human? And, And this one Izuku just grabs an AK-47 and just starts shooting. And taking down all the men, and this one, one of the heaviest armored royal guards, makes sure that Bakugo and Mineta gets to safety, but Izuku follows. Make sure they stay safe for Kirat! For the Royal Army! And this one they just start shooting him back at, but Izuku surprisingly has great aim. The Golden Path managed to retreat, luckily. Are you two okay? Did you get hurt? We're fine, Dad. Oh my god. How common is this? You'd be surprised. This is more common than you think. Why are they attacking? Because of the rules I set up. They're mad because of that? That's stupid. That's how Kirat is. Kirat needs a therapist. I agree. But I do leave the monks. The monks I leave alone for a very good reason. Because I let them keep the tradition. I don't let them like sacrifice goat. I don't let them like sacrifice tigers. Okay. So they've been getting worse and worse. So they've been getting worse and worse ever since what? Ever since a friend of mine came, Ajay Gale. I mean, wait, what is your name? My name is Izuku, but most people call me Ajay. Ajay, as in Ajay Gale? How do you know that name? Well, this is awkward. I'm your brother. Wait. Zuko? I do not go by that name anymore. I go by Ajay. Shit, I haven't seen you since... part of my language. They already know the language. How? They've been kidnapped by the Golden Path. What did they do? They tried to whip them until one of my hunters came to them. Well, in that case, brother, who's leading the Golden Path? You all thought I was gonna make Izuku. You all thought I was gonna make something worse happen, didn't you? No. I'm making it way, way worse. They've been attacking and killing anyone who respects my authority. So they're not accepting the fact that, yeah, pretty much. People call me the crazy one. Well, you are King the wrestler. So who's leading the Golden Path? Our sister and our mother, along with our father, Hasashi, Inko, and Izumi. Those bitches? We know our cuss, Dad. You used to cuss all the time. Oh yeah. Sorry about that, you two. You didn't know better. None of us knew better. Wait. I just realized. You be... Oh, you're still a child, technically. Yeah, I still am. But still, I am glad I let you adopt him. But, after what I'm seeing, this has to stop. The war or the shooting? Both. We gotta take out the Golden Path. You have an idea? What? Then what's that idea? They won't listen to me. They don't think I know mercy. You're showing mercy as we speak. They don't see it like that. They see it as a reason to rebel. That's the only thing they'll see. In their eyes, I'm a threat to Kirat. Because you don't allow some of the law, because you banned some of the laws. Yep. So, what I'm hearing is, this is absolutely normal. I'm afraid so. What the fuck? What the heck does Kirat drink? Scotch? I wish. No. Well, as I said, they've been like this ever since I took control. They're dicks. I'm saying it. They're dicks. Well, you could say that again. And they're dicks. Now, are you sure you two are okay? We're fine, Dad. Remember, we had worse. I wish you didn't. Especially by your neglect of parents. Wait, who was their previous parents? Mitsuki and All Might. Like, All Might was... I remember him. He owns a big amount of money to Kirat, but doesn't pay back. Yeah, that sounds like something he would do. But enough about me. How about you? How have you been doing? Surviving, mostly. But I'm glad you're asking. Now, how are we gonna take care of this? All these mean people. I have two ideas. One, show them mercy by pretty much allowing more stuff happening. Meaning, normally we would show a greater threat that by clenching harder, but that's just gonna make things worse. And the people of Kira know I am restraining myself not to make sure that that civilians do not get involved in the fire shot. And my soldiers know it too. Okay, so how do we stop them? For good. Taking out their leaders, but we can't do that. Too many outposts. Not unless I help. You are willing to help? These kids are in danger. Billions upon billions of innocent children are losing families. And this people are the reason my orphanage closed. Payback is happening. But I will let you decide our ex-family's fate. Cause you know me. Revenge is a fool's game. Revenge is a fool's game. I am so glad that you played Red Dead Redemption. Oh, speaking of Red Dead Redemption, why don't you two go play Assassin's Creed for a little bit? Okay, Dad. And you two, watch them. Question. Do they have any pets I should know about? I learned that Katsuki is highly allergic to cats, but luckily, I am not a big cat person. Okay. Wait, Katsuki's allergic to cats? Yeah, I found out the hard way. He's highly allergic to them. Near death. It's okay. I found this out by accident. We had this little tiger rug, and I immediately got rid of that. I always respected those creatures. Just a symbol of power, you know? I can see why Japan respects them. By the way, nice mask. Where did you get that mask? It was given to me by my sensei, King, the previous one. It sounds stupid, but I was always a big fan of the luchador. I was always a big fan of the luchadors, but I was always a big fan of a certain luchador. Oh? Do you know the Minotaur? The big guy? Yeah, I know him. Why? I was always a big fan of him when I was a child. Really? Really? But anywho, we are getting off guard and we are losing track, aren't we? Yes, we are. Alright. Let's get back to it. You said the best thing to do is to literally burn down, is to pretty much capture outposts, correct? Correct. What do you suggest? Right now, Inkle has big forts around on a certain area, and that is here, here, and here. Those are the big three. However, I managed to conquer one of them, but took great casualties. I don't have the men. That's where you come in. Stall them down until you get enough men to join the army. Willingly, not forcefully. Right now, we already have like 24 OP teenagers who lost their families because of this war joining our side already. They want blood. But they also need advice. Very well, you have my side. Good. With the famous luchador or named King around, this should be interesting. Although, why did you use a gun? I seen you fight. You can dodge bullets as if it's nothing. My anger got in my head. Don't let that get in your head too much, okay? Try your best to spare them and show them that we can have peace. For you, brother, anything. Good. Now, there is also something else I wanted to show you. And this one, pretty much Baka men follow. And this one, Izuku follows Baka men. I wonder how many my subscribers like, well, this is interesting. And they just enter and they see something that shocks him. This is, the Armor King's armor. How? I saw him That was you? Mm-hmm. In that arena, you fought me. I'm not asking you to take the mask. But you need armor. Respect both the kings. I can no longer be a king. How come? That hit you gave me really got me. So I can't wrestle. But you still can. And I've seen how sturdy you are. I've seen you took a katana to the... Don't act all innocent either. I've seen you take a katana to the chest like it's nothing. And you are one sturdy bastard. Oh, pardon my French. It's fine. And I suppose you're right. Is there anything I should worry about, Kira? Elephants, that's about it. Mostly the wildlife, but mostly the Golden Path at the same time. What does the Golden Path have? They have their own armored men, some hunters. He explains the classes, similar to Baga Men's class. Okay, but which one's the most dangerous? That'd be the hunters. They have the ability to tame animals. They are blessed, quote unquote, by either demon or moon. I see. Thank you for telling me. Anytime. Now, let's go kick some butt. Great. And this one Izuku puts on the Armored King's, well, armor. Not wearing the black luchador mask, though. Let's do this. Now, when Izuku gets there, when he gets to the first location, aka the first camp, Izuku sees how defended it is. Why do I got a feeling it's going to end up more and more defended the more I attack? I better strike quick. Look at these monsters. And that's what Izuku does. He strikes more and more to each day. Now, Izuku tried to take the stealthy approach, but we all know how stealth is in Far Cry. It is a pain in the ass. Don't act on innocent. We all know it. Only if you're a professional fucker you can actually do that. So, Izuku was obviously caught. But Izuku still fought. And he was right. He dodged bullets like they were nothing. And Izuku even had a little bit of upper hand and pretty much just knocked them out. Not killing them. So he's showing them more self-control. Oh, and taking them out more and more. Showing them that even he can hold his... Even he can hold on his own. And show restraint. Now, when Izuku took care of that and managed to clear the fort for the Royal Army, he managed to actually see his kids once more. And this time, they're just playing a video game. Okay. But over the past 3 months, he's been taking out special forces. Now, we get to the part where Izuku managed to take out 24 outposts and showed restraint. Of not killing. Now, we actually hear, so, you are helping the enemy. And Izuku just sees, he's someone. Izumi. How can you betray your family? What family? You left me, my brother, for dead. Because we were what? Quirkless? Because of some reputation? And Ajay, it's king. I'm no longer your little Izuku you knew. We're done. And this one pretty much a gun's pointed at him. You're really willing to kill someone who you already killed before? She gasped in shock. Go ahead. Kill me. Prove to the world what you really are becoming. Shoot me. Or show restraint. Either way, I'm walking out. Now, there are there are villagers watching. When Izuku pretty much started walking away, Izuku was shocked to see that Izumi already shot him. But luckily he was wearing a vest. And he just turns around and looks at her in disappointment. And just starts walking some more. Showing that the Royal Army has more restraint and more peaceful thoughts. Ever since that day, more Golden Path members have been leaving them and pretty much joined the Royal Army. Which Bagamin is approving. But mostly he lets some of them just work at a farm, not fighting. And the Golden Path has been showing more as terrorists over the past week. Literally. And Bagamin knows it. This one we catch to Izuku, who's just sitting down and playing a game with the with the Mineta and Mineta and Bakugo. How do you play this game? Not used to controls, too used to reading books. It's fine, Dad. By the way, I've been meaning to ask, what? Why do you still call me father, even though Bagamin's your father? There's no law against having two dads, right? And we know you're two siblings, so we're not going to expect you two to marry. Yeah, that'd be weird. Besides, we also have a mom. Oh, really? Or used to. She died. Let me guess. Them? Yeah, them. Mommy was a good girl. She was also with child. Izuku, hearing that, accidentally breaks the controller. Sorry. Hey, look at me. Me and your father are gonna make sure your mother's brought to justice. Okay? Okay. Good. Now get some sleep, okay? It's like, what time is it? It's 12. It's way past your two's bedtime. Come on. Aw, Dad. Don't dad me. It's past your bedtimes. Okay. I got a bad feeling. And this one Izuku just hears, "Hey, let go of us!" Arrgh. And Izuku immediately went up there and just sees Iko trying to steal them. And luckily, Izuku tackles her to the ground. And now a brawl ensues. And Bagamin's men immediately saw this, and they immediately started going, but the Golden Path members start attacking. Really, Iko? Going as low as kidnapping children? I always knew you were evil. Oh, how are you any better than me? I am better than you. I've shown restraint. How is that better? Showing restraint by not killing your enemy is a symbol that anyone can show the path to peace. You want war. You always want war. There's only one way to stop me from this revolution. It's not revolution. It's a massacre. You are endangering children, thousands, billions of parents because of something you don't approve of? Because you don't approve of their way of Bagan's control? We can't even sacrifice the gods. There are some things that are not meant for sacrificing. There are some things that are not meant to destroy, but to treasure. There is no such thing as sacrifice. A smart general will use any advantage. A wise one will know their limits, and obviously you don't know that. I sacrificed everything to stop your tyrant. The tyrant I see is you. You are no better than grandfather. How dare you? Oh, I dare. Look around you, Inko. Oh. You didn't start this war because you wanted to. You started this war because you wanted attention. Now you got it. And you're the only one left. What do you mean? And this when Inko realized she is surrounded by royal soldiers. And this when Bagamen pops up. You, filthy tyrant. Surrender, and I will allow a fair trial for your family. You always were the weak one, son. No, I am the strong one. Oh, really? Explain how. By showing restraint and not ordering my men to fire upon you, even though you killed countless families. It's like the Stormcloaks. I show you a fair trial if you give up. And if I don't, then it's up to my brother. A silent moment fills the air. Okay. I'll come in willingly. When I'm dead, when Inko was about to pull a gun on one of the royal soldiers, shot her hand. And this one they see it. Sorry, sir. No, you did the right thing. Men, arrest her. This is when they start. She starts getting struggling. Let go of me! Wait. You're only making it worse for yourself. Oh, fuck you! Ooh. Oh, you fuck cocking sucking whore! Such language. And she wonders why I don't even. And all this because of something stupid. Bid as sacrifices. Too. After this, the remaining golden path are gonna try to lay down. Now, while Hasashi's in control, Izumi and Inko are only the generals. Hasashi's the one who's really in control. Is there a way to take them out? Somewhat, but it takes time. Got it. I guess we're waiting, huh? Yes, we are. And as when Izuku just sits down. How did she even manage to get in? I think we got a rat. No, Inko's not loved, but nor is she respected, so I doubt it. Must have snuck in. Yeah, that sounds about right. I guess now we gotta worry about her. You saying we gotta worry about Inko and the generals, right? Yep. Okay, that's something we should think. And after this, I bet the guard's gonna be increased. Oh, definitely. Alright then. Let's go hope that the other Hasashi will come in willingly. I don't think that's going to happen. He's gonna throw everything out at us. Especially since he only has one fort left. Yeah, the one on top of the frickin' mountains. Nope, the bigger ones. Thanks to you, we managed to take out many of his forces. So, we just gotta make sure he gets angry. And the best thing to do is take out that fort. And, regrettably, destroy a golden statue. A statue? That's what he cares about? A flippin' statue? I'm afraid so. And this one, here, Dads, what's going on? What are you two doing up? You two should be in bed. We heard a noise. Oh, that was just your grandmother getting arrested. Really? What did she do? Oh, yeah. Remember, she is the leader. I guess that makes sense. And this is when pretty much they started going. Now, when they get there, when they pretty much head back to bed, putting the little two smunk skids in bed. Alright. This is when pretty much Bagaman and the rest of his forces check out the fort. Damn place is guarded as heck. He really likes this fort, doesn't he? Yep. And he knows why. This is where Inko and him got married. Wow. The poor priest. That wedding was shit. Yes, it was. So, what do you suggest? He's gonna think we're gonna try to conquer it. What do you suggest? We destroy it! As I said, we want to piss them off. What about the soldiers? These are the last most devoted. They're not gonna surrender. They're gonna put up a fight. So, we're gonna allow this one to be destroyed. As in, we're gonna kill them. They're not gonna leave. They're gonna stand their ground. Great. Alright. I guess we start. Alright, let's take them out. Alright. Let's take them out. And this is when they successfully managed to literally sneak in somehow. But as soon as they sneak in, they started planting bombs. But this is when, and pretty much Bagamen ordered a full-on scale attack in the air. Meaning, helicopters. Just flying in and start shooting the place up. Bombs start going off pretty much around the fort. And pretty much takes them out. Alright. And pretty much the soldiers are dead. With Hasashi, who's now getting irritated, along with Izumi. And this is when the Golden Path member is sent. What is it? Sir, our last fort has been destroyed. What? It's been destroyed. Why didn't you start guarding it? Sir, everyone was there. Damn it! Who destroyed it? Sir, the Royal Guards did. God fucking damn it! I'm not gonna slam it. He slams his fist on the ground. What about Inko? She's been captured, sir. What? Send the men! Sir, we're the only 3 left. Well, 2. What do you mean? Not you. You are most devoted. This is a losing battle, sir. And this is when he just walks off. Damn it! What do we do now, Dad? We get your mother back. How? We sneak in. And this is when pretty much what they don't know is pretty much their plan was being recorded. And given to Bagamen. Thank you, my boy. They lost the entire followers. How are they gonna sneak in? There's only 2 of them. Oh, I have a plan. We let him take them. Really? Yes. They expect a full-on trap. But that gives us enough time. I'll send in my hunters. While you destroy their home. They kept the most forbidden root. They are gonna keep the most forbidden versions of the relics they have. I want you to go into that house and destroy them. You think you could do that? Yeah, I could do that. Should be interesting. Now, when pretty much they allow to be snuck in, because it's gonna take like 3 hours for them to get back, Izuku starts pretty much torching up the place when he finally gets there. And it's completely undefended. I mean, unguarded shit. Now, when Izuku takes care of that, when Inko, Hasashi, and Izumi return, they just see their burned down house. And this when they hear, "Surrender!" And this when he sees an entire crowd of soldiers and king. Or we will open fire. And this one they see Izuku with a torch. But this is when Izumi just raises her hand. We can't win this. Quarks or not, we're outnumbered. And it's when the other 2 raise their hands. And this is when they're just dropped off. Now, when we get to a court, and they were found guilty. Life sentence in Kirat prison, guarded by Bagamen himself. So, Izuku, what will you do now? The king does not rest, and I have been here far too long. You're leaving? I am, but do not worry. I will always be with you, even if I pass away in your heart. The blood of kings will forever be with me and with you. Okay? Stay safe, Dad. You too, Mineta and Bakugo. Now, many years has passed, and this is when pretty much Bakugo and Mineta are in their 20s. They are now like 20, 30? Yeah, they're 30. And this is when they just see their wives entering. Sweeties, what's wrong? And this is when they're giving him a note. To Bakugo and Mineta, we are saddened to inform you that King has passed. And the funeral he wishes to attend to Kirat. Sweeties. When at King's funeral, many other wrestlers, fighters, and Kirat civilians go to see King's funeral. Now, Izuku did not get married, nor did he have kids, but all the orphanage at his orphanage is also there. King was not much of a man, nor was he a beast. But he has shown that even the most famous wrestlers cannot be tamed by greed or selfless. He showed us all that to us all. When the war happened, he spared everyone, not showing restraint that even the Royal Army can surpass. He was a good man, and he showed peace in his heart. That's why, in this, we honor King, the man who pretty much spared Kirat from a rightful wrath of war, and from a rightful path. And also, a great father to us all. The father of an orphanage that will be forever be protected by the Royal Army and will be donated $14.5 billion to the orphanage to the new owner. Erie, do you accept my offer? Yes, sir. Very well. Also, we also have many other people who wish to speak. Dad, and this is when Bagaman gets up. I'm gonna be blunt with you all. I never really knew my brother that much, nor did I really get the chance to know him due to the incidents around. But I can tell in his heart he was a good man and a man who was filled of hope. He showed everyone peace, but he also showed us that we should not cry for the ones we have lost, but to enjoy life as well as we have it. In these past years, we've been getting many incidents of wars, racism around the world. In every country, in every town, suffers through the racism of our countries. But in this country, in Kirat, I will make my sons will know from right their wrongs because of their father and my brother. So to honor him, we built this with every Kirat citizen making this. And this is when they just bring out a statue of a jaguar. I think that's what King wore. To honor King, the peace and bringer of peace. May he forever rest in peace, and may he forever guard Kirat from the evil men, from the demons who hurt Kirat. With King, the demons who try to enter Kirat, now Izuku blocks it. You wish to enter Kirat? Then you must face the King. And this one he just sees the armored King and his friends standing by his side. You ready, demons? They roar. Then come at me! And that's it. This has been the one shot of What If Deku Became King Fallout Edition. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This has been Dunkle Dylan here, God of Chaos, and I hope you all enjoyed the video, because this has to be my most pacifist, non-much killing episode I have ever done in history of my What If series. You're all probably thinking, this is softness. No, it is strength. So shut the fuck up, you Karen. Ren and Linda. You racist people. Racism. Shame on you. As I said, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This has been Dunkle Dylan here, God of Chaos. Bye-bye.